Down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is DJ Reed returning.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Reed returning. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Kene Nwangu
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Reed. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now it's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 38, Wilson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Here's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, you're a little bit more cautious. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run it with Carson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson on the keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
57 for Mike. Watch 57.
Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. He can't.
Fitzpatrick now.
over the middle. He gets it to Gibson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Fitzpatrick now from the 50.
He'll look downfield for Humphreys. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense,
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Thomas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Left. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You ain't going nowhere.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57's right. Watch the screen.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll go right back to Nwangu. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the give is Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Regular. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
He don't know no better.
57 to Mike.
Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Wilson on first down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Seahawks on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Washington 16. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
57. Mike, 57. Push him back. Push him back. 57.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
34. 57.
Now Fitzpatrick.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Washington 16. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Humphreys with a reception.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now Fitzpatrick.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Wilson now to throw on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Fitzpatrick to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, watch. Can I go 5-0 here?
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle.